everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. In this video today, we're going to do the battle of the peel off base removers. I have the 1 kill remover that came with my peel off base gel polish and the Ohora, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. We have that as well, and we're going to be testing both, each on different hands today. So real quickly, I'm just going to assemble the Ohora package because it is brand spanking new. So yeah, we're going to put these two brands to the test to see how well they come off and how long it takes for my Gel-X nails to come off. I'm going to be using the old set I had that was inspired by Nails Cat. Shout out to them. But I heard these two brands are the go-to brands when it comes to needing a peel off base remover. So I said, you know what, let's see which one is actually the best. And I kept this set on for a good week or so I'm ready to take them off. But first you're going to need orange sticks. Sometimes I use 1, sometimes I use 2, just depending on how long it's going to take me. But we're going to start out with the 1 kill gel remover. Again, this came with my JelloJello peel off base coat, and this is supposed to act as a set. So as you see on the camera, I'm going to take a droplet. It's kind of like applying cuticle oil, and I'm just going to put that all around the cuticles, and I'm going to do that on my left hand. And then I like to let it sit for just a second before I go in with the orange stick and try to ply them off. And just a side note, it's gonna look like I'm being very rough on my fingers, but I promise you I'm not. The video is just sped up because it's gonna take some time for both of these to get these nails off. But in general, do not pry them off if you feel pain. Just make sure you're putting more of the solution on the nail. But as you see, that one came right off. And I'm making sure there's no damage and continuing on to the next hand. You know what's funny? Even after putting this stuff on, I realized that some of these were kind of hard to get off. And I think it's funny because this is the remover that came with the peel off base that I put on my nails with the set. So I'm thinking, you know, they'll just pop off like 1, 2, but I actually had a hard time getting these off. So after putting on this remover, I was curious to see how the Ohora was going to hold up on my right hand. And if you're wondering why you see me in the camera bend my hand down and try to like put it in the palm of my hand, is because I noticed that it started lifting more on the cuticles, as you can see right here, before it lifted off the rest of the nail. So what I try to do is like lift it with the palm of my hand, if that makes sense, and drop some of that solution inside of the nail so it can seep deeper into the nail for easier pop off. So after I finally got all the nails off, this solution roughly took me about 8-ish minutes to remove every nail off this hand, which I thought wasn't like too long compared to a normal soak off, but I feel like it was pretty long for this to say that it easily will just come off. So next we're going to see about how the Ohora, or Ohora, whatever, holds up on my right hand, and we're just going to apply it the same way. Put it all around the cuticles and then let it sit for a minute before we start trying to peel them off. So as I'm doing this hand, I'm noticing that this is way easier and faster taking off this set with the Ohora. So I think the Ohora may be a winner chicken dinner. So obviously, based off of this footage, you can tell that the Ohora is definitely the winner. This only took me no more than 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure it took me like 3 or 4 if I can remember. Sorry, I'm trying to focus it. But for $13.50 on Zillaboo, yes, honey, this is the winner. And I noticed there was like less damage when using this. So I honestly think I'm probably gonna order another bottle and call it a day, because I liked it. But of course, knowing me, in the next scene you're gonna see that I switch the removers on different hands just to make sure that it wasn't like user error or like how I apply my nails, you know, like dominant and less dominant. So I'm actually going to use a different set, and here you see I have a completely different set on. I have my stiletto nails that my boyfriend picked out for me. Thank you, boo-boo. Oh, now again, trying to focus the camera, but I want to get a little detail on the charms, so. But yeah, I wanted to test it again just to make sure it wasn't user error, making sure like it wasn't like, you know, oh, maybe I apply my left hand different than my right and vice versa and blah, blah, blah. So this time we're going to use the Ohora on the left hand and the 1 kill remover on the right, just to make sure that, you know, Ohora is what it says it is, and I'm giving 1 kill remover a second chance. So like I said, we're going to do the Ohora first, and that's going to be on my left hand. If this will freaking focus. Don't you love cameras sometimes? Where it's like, it says it does all this zoom in, but it never zooms in. Anywho, so one of my nails was already lifting. I had this set on for about a week or so. So just giving that little preface so you guys aren't like, oh, she's cheating. But we're gonna go ahead and put this on the cuticles again. And I heard that if you put it underneath the nail, it removes quicker. So we're actually gonna try that as well. But of course I didn't film it. But we're gonna go ahead and start lifting these to see how easy it's gonna come off and see. Oh, okay, love that. Already popped one off. Oh, looks like another may come off, maybe not. Oh, cute. Yeah, so as I was saying, the Ohora, I actually really loved her, or it, whatever. And yeah, like, I don't know, it just, I did not expect it to be this good. And to be so cheap, like, yes, sign me up. I will be buying 2 or 3 more bottles. So yeah. And also, if you notice in this video that I keep jumping from scene to scene, it's because my camera kept dying, and I honestly don't know why. But either way, that whole set came off again less than 5 minutes. So we're actually going to try to do the 1 Kill Remover on the opposite hand, and we're going to see if maybe this will come off quicker than last time, and we'll go from there. Now, I noticed while taking this set off, these nails still didn't budge. So I took it at that point to realize that the 1 Kill Remover just was not working. And it's crazy, like that's the set that came with my JelloJello peel off. So I'm like, how is this the set that came with it and it doesn't even work? Like it works, but it takes forever. Like the whole point is to save time and still keep your nails healthy and intact. But whatever. As long as we have a good brand that we can rely on, that's all that matters. And don't get me wrong, I do like the base coat itself. Like it's pretty, the bottle's nice, it works perfect. My nails last like a week, maybe a few days. But the remover, I just can't get with it. I can't. And what I'm noticing too is that I'm using way more of this product than I should, because the nails simply won't come off. But like I said, you shouldn't be prying them off to the point where like your natural nail bed lifts, because then you just basically damage your nail and there's really no point at this point. But I went in a couple times with this. Like you don't really use a lot, but as many times as you keep using it over and over and over after you try to get off each nail, you end up using quite a bit. So like I said, after like a bazillion years, I prefer the Ohora. I really want to know how you say it. I prefer the Ohora Peel Off Remover because it's just quicker. I noticed it didn't damage my nails, and I feel like it's more time efficient and it's not time consuming. But after a good whopping maybe like 10-20 minutes, I finally got the other hand off, and we have a healthy, pretty set. And once I clean up my hands and go wash them, I'm going to put these on and throw them in my mason jar. But yeah, this stuff right here, the Ohora, that's the good stuff. So I suggest buying this, and I will link it below. Bye!